How? How you want to find money? You ask me, I ask you.
Huh?
With careers becoming more and more accessible, you can be a Grab driver. You can be a Food Panda rider. You can be anything you want to be. An influencer. Is there a need for higher education anymore? We don't know. And that's why we're talking about it today and more on this episode of the Table Talk Podcast. Hey,
My gosh. Okay, why would you? Ryan is just like not even 10 seconds in and I gotta do work. And
We got a girl on the set so fast.
Where's the sound effect?
So, give me a sec.
We got all new things today. Like,
Hey, we got a new
I didn't see
roadcaster. It's spicy AF. I'm so
Thanks,
happy.
Ryan. Thanks, Ryan.
got this in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
When we found out one of the inputs to the previous one was spoiled.
Ryan's really good at spending money.
Ivor right now is like,
I got a new mic also.
What was
I'm so
happening?
happy.
There's
We
a
got
team
a-
at that table.
We got a guest with us today, and
Yay!
she is. Oh man, Minga, why don't you introduce her?
I am Ivor. I like to do things so you don't need to do anything. That's basically her branding, right? That's her branding, right?
That's her.
Yeah.
Okay, so in good fashion, who you, what you do.
Okay, so my name is Ivor.
Ivor.
No, Ivor.
Ivor.
Yeah, so my name is Ivor. Then I
Make
make TikToks and I do like reviews of food and travel.
some more? Got one more thing.
What?
You also have your own.
Oh, I also have my own business
What? I
with
feel
my
like-
boyfriend.
Let's talk about that in a bit. Hold on, Ivor, you don't look like you're very comfortable. Can I help you with the mic? You want to sit back?
Okay.
Okay, this is Ryan.
So she's been trying to figure it out the whole time. So she don't know how to sit. There we go.
Oh, macam ni.
Okay.
Okay.
Comfy ma.
Just be comfortable.
Better.
Yeah, it's elegant. Yeah.
And elegant.
we wanna she is quite we wanna address the elephant in the room. Some of y'all in the past 2 episodes talked about the camera angles. Y'all be saying it's too wide. Shut your face.
Okay,
Is
but
it your show?
Jeremy,
It also is. It's a shared thing. So
Jeremy-
Jeremy is putting the work.
he got really affected by the.
Yeah,
by the
Jeremy
noise.
is crying.
He went back and he sent us a video of him crying in the shower for
He's
a
like,
while.
I did
why
not
they just
cry.
don't understand what I'm trying to do?
But I hope you all managed to just
Hey, wow, what the F?
Yeah, we moved the sign down.
Dude, so quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason, our ID. If you guys need to get some ID work done, we don't have his socials, but
We
we'll
have
find
no
his.
socials.
Junction design.
Yep.
Speaking about socials, Ivor, how has life been?
Oh,
I
why?
think that's the best one to start with.
Of all things to ask at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
seem like something's troubling your mind.
Honest.
What time do you? I mean, how long do you have?
Give
Five
us
hours.
the TLDR. What's going on? What's the latest in the world of you?
Mm.
Latest. I'm just very tired of creating content.
I love it. Yep. Well,
So tired I can't even form a sentence.
thanks for
Yeah, that's
thanks
all.
for thanks
I
for
didn't
hearing
expect
that
that one. But that's a very good point. I think we should talk about it in our topic today because today
Oh.
we're talking about
Are we not talking about that?
careers, right? We're talking about how apparently, let's set the stage. There was a survey conducted, and I believe the number was 390,000 SPM graduates. Correct, Jeremy?
Wow.
That's 400,000 kids, right? When's the last time you were an SPM graduate?
10 years ago.
Gonna
So
dox.
old, man?
Legit, I'm 27, so 10 years is like 17. No?
Sorry, for a second I thought you said 37, and I was like, damn, you look great for
Yeah,
37.
what have I been eating?
But
Bruh.
okay, you're not old, lah. You're not old. you're not old.
27.
Okay, so these freshlings, as I like to call them freshlings, there was a survey conducted, and 72% of this almost 400,000 said that they have no plans to study after school. That they had no plans to go into college and university, and they would prefer to get jobs right after as e-hailing drivers. Some of them wanted to be, and I kid you not, I hope there's a zoom in on me, influencers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
You heard me.
let's go around the room right now and share with us. Let's start with Ivor, obviously. Ivor,
Okay.
put yourself back 10 years ago. You're fresh out of SPM, got the results. Were you already studying, or what was that sort of like grey cloud between getting your results and then be like, I know I need to study?
Yeah, I think at that time, the influencer thing wasn't a huge thing. Like there wasn't even TikTok, just YouTube or Instagram. And Instagram was just the old logo, like the vintage one. Nobody cares about that. So yeah, so after that, So the social media back then, 10 years ago, was not a big thing. So we were like, okay,
Yeah,
it's either you're born pretty, you become a pageant queen or whatever, or you study hard.
Yeah.
So I just studied hard. I chose law.
You chose law.
Oh yeah, a law chose me. Something.
Oh,
No lah, no lah. I don't know.
like Daredevil, basically.
But okay,
Yeah.
but like, was the mindset at the time that was like, yeah, I finished SPM. The natural progression was I need to study,
Yeah.
right? There wasn't a no. I'm gonna go and I don't know what dance.
But I think it really depends on which school do you go to, because I was in a Chinese classical school. Everyone's very kiasu and like, oh, have to do the tertiary education, get master, PhD. Then the other schools, like after SPM, they just want to start working, jump on the plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's true.
Yeah, it's different.
I guess the youngest of us here will be Jeremy, right? So Jeremy, you just got your driving license. I'm just kidding.
No,
he's not that young. He's not that young. Well, for you, I think because three of us here probably all say the minute you finish your SPM, you're like, I need to go and study. Confirm. There's no other option.
Right.
What was it for you? Like, did you have the chance to like, yeah, maybe I'll become a dancer?
No lah, not a dancer. But I did dabble in like YouTube for fun, but not like serious. Like I want to make money, you know, just make YouTube videos for fun. But like I think it was not that serious. It was, and I wanted to do like I know I wanted to go college because after like these kind of things like got path already. By then, people who are older than me who already went to college. They were like, oh, you know, it's great experience, and they were asking like, oh, go college, go uni. So that mindset was must at least get degree.
Okay.
Go to party, is it? Like,
You got party also, but let's speak to the oldest one in the room, Mingan. Like there was no alternative. There was no option.
Yeah, it's either there's an option lah. You gonna whack by your parents lah.
Yeah.
That's I mean, after SPM, if you don't go college, you consider crazy, yo.
Yeah.
If your family can afford to send you to college, right?
Yeah.
It's a privilege. Oh.
Yeah.
If
It's a
you
privilege.
cannot afford, there's also like the government college, right? So like, why would you not go to college after SPM at but that was like what when I was going to college. I look forward to going to college. I thought it was pretty cool. You don't have to wear uniform anymore. Go and like, you know, have fun. Stay out until 10 o'clock for classes. Then got like 6-hour break in the middle. Can sleep.
Do you actually go to
I'm like,
classes sometimes? Like we
every
just
single
get-
class.
Oh, she's
First
asking
class?
because she
Every
obviously
single
went. Yeah, you obviously went.
First class honors.
No, I cannot. First class honors in my degree is for crazy people. Sorry, I love you guys.
Let's,
but yes,
what do we all study? Because I want to contrast that to what we're actually doing today.
psychology.
So Mingan studies psychology. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say that's like relevant to your field?
It's relevant to life.
It's okay.
So 11 out of 10.
But like skill set wise, 0.
11 out of 10.
Still 11 out of 10.
If it was not for the amount of writing that I had to do, I would not be able to write the scripts and everything that we have to do today.
Okay,
It's a bit
that's
mad.
cool. Let's
And
jump
he's been
over.
trying to heal like everyone's inner child. Like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like giving me like psychology sessions just now.
She shed a few tears just now before the.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No.
I missed that one. Did we have the cameras rolling?
You sure?
I just did a trauma dump.
Oh no!
Is that what we're doing nowadays? Like
Yeah.
photo dump at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Trauma dump.
Oh my gosh, you got to do that for August.
5 minutes in, trauma dump.
Oh my God.
No. Ivan, what do you study? People know that you're a law graduate. You were
Yeah.
practicing lawyer for a bit, right?
Yeah.
You sound so
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Did you just straight away go into law? Or did you drop out and study law after that?
What do you mean?
I don't like because Minghan did architecture
Oh.
at the start. I did law at the start, and then we both
dropped
changed and we did something else. So were you like? Did you just go into law and stick with it the whole time?
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's-
had to stick with it because I did a 2+1 thing. So like a twinning program. So I spent more money doing like the bar course. So like spent 2 years in the UK, blah blah blah. So
Which part of UK were you in?
Bristol and Cardiff.
Oh.
So it's
Okay,
it's
what's
too
that?
late to go back.
I like how we're all just moving around the set right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy law?
I enjoy studying law, but practicing law is different thing. Like, working is different.
That's a surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, studying and then actually doing it. Oh,
Yeah.
I've been following Ivor's story.
I want to call her a Chinese name really. Seriously, like
静姐
An Chen.
阿姐
That sounds like a TVB lawyer name. 100%. Yeah. And then he said to the judge, sorry, I don't know anything. I want
So
to
you've
be-
been following her
So
since
she's
a practicing lawyer?
Her profession has haunted her.
Huh?
Like it's
Traumatized.
For the good of me, the only happy things that I've seen about her profession so far is her graduation photo. That's the only time I see her smile about her profession.
Yeah.
Because there's been so much drama, and there's been articles also in the last few months about this, because like the local scene is calling her out for abusing. I don't know how that works, by the way.
Hold up. Sorry. I have
No,
idea what this is about.
So I'm trying not to do anything because you don't mess with lawyers, basically, right?
Yeah.
So TLDR,
Ah.
people are just salty that I mean, public in general just like cannot accept the fact she want to do other things.
Yeah.
I really cannot brain it. It's as simple as that. It's like me, right? Like I did psychology.
Sorry, this is like public. Is it like your mother?
Oh God, I don't want to say anything because
Like just
again,
there are people
just there are people.
who are not happy that you're not doing law anymore.
Yeah, it's not my parents. Don't know who they are.
So-
Really.
They're older than my parents.
Really.
What?
It's like I did psychology, right? And then I don't want to do psychology, so
And
I
then
start
people are
bakery
not
lah.
happy.
And then people are like, you that's how you you misuse your ability for psychology to go into bakery.
Sort of like, yeah.
Yep, it sounds exactly like
Traumatizing.
that. It sounds exactly like that.
That's wild because I got nothing to way into that. That's bullshit, man. We'll
No.
talk about that in a bit later.
Okay, but
That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
okay. I was actually gonna ask, like, was there pushback on like parents, right? For the fact that now that we studied one thing. Actually, this is a good segue. The fact that we studied psychology or law or okay, you did exactly what you're doing now, mass comm.
Oh, wow.
Right? So that's fine. I did business. Was there pushback from your family? People that matter. I'm going to say people that matter, yeah? People that matter when you decided to start doing this separate career, this different career, this career in the media, in the entertainment industry. Like, was there, like, I don't know, like pushback from your parents? Like, hey, why do this?
Definitely. Because like the whole degree, I mean, I counted I spent like 5 years from A levels to the final bar course and then like the preparation. 5 years in law school and then it's all a pharma scholarship.
Oh,
I know,
shit.
I'm so privileged. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Then no. Okay, then the point is like the cost of the whole 5 years, I think it's around like 200 to 300K. My dad can buy a house already, but he funded me. So of course he's gonna be angry when I say, I don't want to study law. I want to record videos for living.
Yeah.
Of course, flip table. So table flip already. So I have to like put it back. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna earn a lot of money.
I like that.
Wait.
Still put back.
Yeah. So I told him like, because thank God COVID happened. Then everything was on pause. I would say, the law firms like they're not hiring, blah blah blah. So I took the opportunity.
God, COVID happened.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Then I took the opportunity to start like TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, that's all.
Wow.
But that's good for you to consider, because like I think I had the same thought process when I did not feel architecture. Because just in the first semester of architecture alone, I remember the bills tallying up to about 50K already. Because
semester?
because it's not just the tuition fees. You have to buy all the materials that you need for your projects. So I don't know what's 50K. Maybe it's quite a bit
What
of
do you need for
exaggeration.
architecture? I thought just
Maybe
paper.
40-20 lah. No, so paper is just paper only. But how many times you need to buy paper?
Oh,
That's one
like
thing.
the A5 one.
Yeah. And then some more, if like one day the teacher asks you, so I had two major projects in the first semester. The first one was to make an architectural garment, right? And then the teacher will say like, just make whatever you want garment. I'm like, I don't even wear proper clothes. So I chose wire mesh for my garment, and I had to buy enough rolls of wire mesh to figure out. And you don't just buy one roll because you make mistakes.
That sounds like fashion design.
Yeah, you do. So, but that's just the first practice. And then the second one is I had to make a coliseum out of wood with my group. You know what's a coliseum?
the Rome
Yeah.
Colosseum.
I had to make that in my first semester. And you know how many
Wow.
mistakes we made? And it's very expensive, like model wood, So just between the supplies that you need, all the pens, pencils, everything, right? The bills were tallying up so fast in the first semester. And I was losing so much hair. I was
And
like,
money.
yeah, and money at the same time.
Like
I was like, I had to consider right away, like, the bills. Like, if I'm going to go down this road for 3 more years, I'm going to spend my parents, bling, 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 bling. I made a decision right at the first semester. Say, I'm going to tell my dad, I'm sorry, Dad. I know you have dreams about starting a firm with your sons, because my dad's an engineer.
Oh,
He wanted me to be an
okay.
architect so we can run the firm together. I had to cut his dreams right there. So he flipped the chair only. The table didn't flip.
Okay.
But he was very understanding lah. So I understand. That was a very responsible Asian child move.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, I finished the whole entire law school. Oh my
but
God.
at least you live up to it lah, is it? You know,
Yeah.
like, don't worry, I'm making money. you know? So,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. But would that be a reason? Like, would that be a reason why kids nowadays are not choosing to go to college? I don't know. Just saying. I don't think they have the
Okay.
future side though. So.
Let's talk about the main reasons
Yeah.
why in this survey they list out why
Yes.
they were disinterested to continue their studies.
I'm
Okay,
curious.
first
Oh, cute.
notion is they believe that good academic results does not equal to high-paying jobs.
She's clapping hands because it's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Okay, that's one.
Silent clapping.
Okay, second,
You can clap, don't worry.
I'm a bit on the fence
we
about
will
that.
talk about
but okay,
it.
okay.
Second is
okay.
there are more employment opportunities on gig platforms. Gig platforms being like
Gay platform?
gig.
Gig platforms!
Like what?
But also,
Also,
no,
it could
no,
be.
yeah.
I
but
don't know.
also, who are we to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Grinder.
Like Grab, like Foodpanda, they're all gig, like
Yeah.
economy.
Ah, okay.
Gig,
Right?
ah?
Gig
Yeah.
per gig. Yeah, they get
Yes,
paid.
yes.
G-I-G. IG.
Last, that we play an important role is the influence of social media.
Yeah.
So these are the three top main reasons.
真的.
Yeah, it's scary because I think like I've got friends who have like who are not my age, right? They've got kids, and then the kids grew up with like influencers and YouTubers, and then you ask a kid at 7, 8 years old, what do you want to be? Right? Again, like when you say this, right, it's so innocent. Take yourself back when you were standard 1, 7, 8 years old. What did you want to be? And the answers was like lawyer, doctor, engineer, fireman, police, right? Now it's like YouTuber, influencer. I'm like, where the flip? Y'all been getting this shit from? It's scary, but that's the world we're living in. So I can't say that it's like you can't expect it, right? I think like the point that Jeremy made about it was like it does seem like the whole instant gratification that social media has been giving us has finally caught up to our careers now. Because like we love, wow, this is a big fact. Can we just someone give me an amen? It's crazy because like the instant gratification that we want for content that we're scrolling, TikTok is like so short. You finish it onto the next, onto the next, onto the next. The instant gratification when you post up a picture, you get the likes, approvals, the acknowledgement, you get it
Yes.
immediately. But now it's translated over to how you feel you should be earning money. And that's what the gig economy does so well, right? It's
Yeah.
because you do the task, you get the money immediately. Full-time jobs like being a doctor, a lawyer it's not easy. There's a lot of effort required. But you only sort of like see the results after a compounded time. Like for you did your degree, you have to do bar.
Yeah.
If a doctor does like med school, they've got to go and do housemanship as well.
Understand.
That's 7 years, man.
Yeah.
Then only you start working. You haven't even started earning doctor money yet,
Yeah.
You are
And then
like-
you have to like work for government or work for 2 or 3 years. Then you see, like you're climbing a corporate
Correct.
ladder.
Yeah.
But it's the same if it's like for social media, you're climbing the social ladder in
You
the
are.
sense that
Yeah.
you
It's-
get more followers.
I don't know, like maybe there's an argument for it to be, oh, what if I go viral, right? What if I suddenly blow up and then like, yeah, people will love you. But I think maybe something that these SPM students haven't heard is what it's actually like on the 9 to 5. The 9 to 5. So the 9 to 5 is like your everyday. But for us, for you, like what you just shared at the start of the podcast, like where has the like your creativity pushed you to a point now that you're like, I don't make anything here. Like, do you want to talk about that a bit more? Then we can come back to maybe giving people some perspective of what it actually
I
means.
was just going to ask you, what do you think about it? SPM now, more than 70% don't want to go college.
I mean, it really depends because like they because I cannot say that you have to start anything. You have because they haven't experienced a proper office 9 to 5 job. Then because like 70% of it, probably like 35% might be the one that wants to do like behind the scene. Not everyone wants to be in front of a camera.
Yep.
So some of them are introverts, so they might like the 9 to 5 kind of work life
Right.
balance. Then so it's really up to them because to me, I feel like the school, like after high school, there's no need to go.
I was just going to ask you
continue
that, right?
studying.
I was just going to ask you, do you think higher education is important? Or can I just like learn to be a doctor off of YouTube?
Oh, I mean, it depends lah. It depends if your goal is to be a doctor
Yeah,
and
of course,
a professional,
of
then
course,
you
of
have to
course.
take a degree. Then if not, then just start compiling experience from working different things.
Mm.
You know, like you can get part-time here, part-time here, part-time here, and then you decide which one do you want. You cannot just like, because I feel like if you go to spend your time studying for 3 years and then you decide, oh wait, I don't like this after 3 years. So I think it's better to get internship on every field that you feel like you want to try. Then you only decide.
Oh.
So I feel like it's just an education thing, the college thing is just peer pressure thing. It's, you know, it's very, you know, you see like a lot of people, billionaires drop out.
Also, they are like the 1%. Okay,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
But, I think I was talking to Jeremy about this yesterday. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, right? Steve Jobs,
Gary V.
dropouts, right? But
Yeah.
they're dropping out from like
Harvard, MIT.
Yeah, right. 'Cause-
Then you're dropping
Yeah.
out for what?
So like their standard,
Brickfields?
yeah, their
So they're falling from the sky, but they're genius. Oh, that's a bit whack.
bleep the name drop.
Oh shit.
One more time. I'm just saying.
It's okay. Just keep it in, but bleep the name drop. Oh my gosh.
Because that's my college.
Okay.
Shit.
But I was going to say, I think like it's going to be interesting because it's not so much of the kid's choice, right? It's going to be the parents who need to understand that there is opportunity nowadays elsewhere.
Yes.
Because we grew up with parents who just believe that higher education is a must.
Yeah.
But if you subscribe to the Gary V belief, like Gary V believes college is trash.
Yeah, he's like, that education.
Yeah, 100%. Because also in America, college puts you into debt.
Yeah.
Like
It does,
insane
it does.
amount of debt,
Like
right?
millions. right?
Even in
Exactly.
Malaysia, this PTN thing.
Also,
yeah.
1% only
also, but
I'm
not as
still on
bad.
PTBN
Not as
loan
bad.
now.
Yeah, not as bad. Like you can actually work it off
You can.
in like 2 years to 5 years.
Yeah.
Like my friends with the highest amount of scholarship work it off in 5 years. If I'm not wrong lah. Like the Petronas scholarships and so on and so forth, not the net.
Or the bond, is it?
Yes, the bonds, right?
But mine, like 1% of VTPN loan, I put in FD, also can.
You see? You're smart, different.
Yeah.
You see, that smart people
No, I
usually
spend
don't.
on iPhone already. No more.
Okay, let's not. Don't. Why would you say this? People at the PTPN are like, we found you. You took our money to spend
No,
on
wait, but
iPhone.
like the reason why I think like the parents think that higher education is important a few years back is because they haven't got into touch of the internet, what the capabilities of internet.
Yes.
So they don't know like, oh wait, social media can do this, and a lot of things that the digital nomad can do, like copywriting.
Yes.
Like all the IT stuff, like the parents don't know that they exist.
So what actually exists now is opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? Like opportunity is so easily
Yeah.
accessible for everyone. I think the only balance is kids or like younger kids, especially high school grads, the real wisdom that the parent needs is this guy on a fancy whim? Because as kids, we do a lot of impulsive stuff. And then when we grew up, we look back like, wow, embarrassing, yeah. Because we are already much older. I just think that the real wisdom needs to be like, hey, you really want to do this, or you like in the moment, I want to be travel wanderlust.
Yeah.
And then he buy van and then he drive to Thailand kind of thing. you know?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right?
8 hours on the train, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, yo, my ribs painful.
It's so fast that you just give examples. I love it.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people doing that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's 1 hour from KL only, Bangkok, bro. Just take a flight.
Yeah, but-
I don't understand.
Content is for the
Oh, my
content.
ribs.
It's for the
it
content.
hurts.
It's for the
Okay.
content.
Okay.
But I guess then they will see also that I for one believe that higher education, my college, one of the biggest benefits is the friends that you make. When you immediately go out, right?
Connection.
Correct. What kids will start to understand immediately, right? It's when you start making friends in work.
Sorry, when we say kids, we just mean young people.
Like, I have to say
Less
kids.
than 30 years
SPM,
old.
SPM graduates, right? SPM graduates.
Yeah.
So you all will realize like the SPM graduates who want to drop out and go straight to work, right? Is that the buffer time between secondary school into college and university, the kind of friends you make when you study is very different compared to the kind of friends you make while you're working. I'm very blessed. We are very blessed in the sense that in this industry, it's kind of like an in the middle. Because when people are working, right, like the worst thing I've heard in my life is, oh, that's not my friend, that's my work friend.
Yeah, like no real connections. Like you don't hang out with them on weekends. Like, nah.
You see?
Did you when you were working?
No, I don't even follow them on social. I block them.
My ribs can't take this today, guys. I don't know why, but it's been so painful. Oh, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's different thing. I cannot
Correct.
see what I'm doing, bro.
Correct. Cannot. So, but that's what they will realize, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine? You didn't go college, you didn't go uni, you have none of those that circles. You just go straight to Grab driver. And then like, who is your circle of
Community,
friends?
Yeah.
Because your
passengers. KLIA passengers.
hey, want to be my friend? That kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 40 minutes. Okay, can we try now?
Oh my
Can do
God.
podcast already.
Oh, that would be quite cool. Grab podcast. We just set
Yeah,
up
man.
in the car.
I agree with that one. I think maybe like the thing I wanted to talk more and even hear from you was like, what are the things that you have gained from studying? It may not, so besides the degree, right? What did you feel you gained from doing that whole 3 to 5 years of like studies, right? For Ming Han, he always tells people like, it's the discipline that you go into it. It's the dedication. It's like gritting your teeth and like, oh, this sucks. This is hard. But I still got to sit for this exam. I still got to write this thesis, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff that we don't. It's not advertised on the freaking like brochure for the
Yeah.
degree, right? But like, what are some things for you that you felt when you went to study is stuff that you'd be like, this is no, cannot put a price tag on this one.
I feel like the amount of free time we have when we're doing college. Because if you start working, you don't have that much of free time. Like when I'm talking about like free time, you have the creativity to spend with your friends. Because if you're working, like you only have like 9 to 5, and then you don't have the time to like
Go back sleep with you.
yeah. So it's very hard. I don't know what to say. Like so, because a lot of people who will come up with business ideas, it was they just happen during college.
It's in the free time, yeah.
Yeah, so the free time is something rare because right now I don't think I can have any free time. Just chill with friends for like 8 hours. I cannot do that because it's adulting already. What?
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true. I feel like besides that, it's also for myself, at least when I went and studied overseas or like, study locally, because you're transitioning, there is the independence. You learn how to kind of like manage your time, manage your studies, doing stuff that is like I need to get this done, but I also still want to hang out with my friends, right? But I feel that there is value in that whole pressure of exams, getting angry at group assignments with your other stupid people who don't do work, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's actually quite valuable because you don't get that if you're suddenly just deciding, I'm going to be influencer, and then you sit in your room and then you're going to influence who? That's my question. Like, what are you doing? Because you don't have that
It's a
insight.
very lonely journey.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, it is.
Potentially.
Like I feel like the content creating journey is very lonely because all you do is like shoot and then editing, shoot and then editing thing. Like you don't have
coming from
time
a
to
real place,
spend. Yeah,
And then go events.
yeah, go events
Oh, shit.
and say hi bye 1 hour done.
Yeah, quite sad.
Yeah,
Sounds like someone I know.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I actually met some younger content creators who started, blew up on TikTok, like 18 to 20 years old. They're like earning like full-time job, more than full-time job, probably 3 times more.
Yep.
Then it's still they're still depressed. You know, it's not like, oh, become an influencer, you got free time, you don't have to work, you have to go to college, but it's still something, they're still lost in life because they don't know how long this content creation is gonna last. Like TikTok, what if like shut down like India?
Correct.
You know? So it's like
Cheche giving your advice
big
now.
Cheche, man.
Big Cheche really just throwing out the big brain things, lor.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's important for young people to think about, I want to do stuff that
Long-term
is,
stuff.
is long term. Like, what's the plan if TikTok closes down? What if suddenly Malaysia bans cameras?
Yeah.
For some stupid reason, like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You have to get the backup.
I don't know. What's the backup plan, right?
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why our parents wanted us to study. Because you can, do things, you can go become a dancer. That if suddenly one day your leg falls off and you can't dance anymore, you at least still have a degree.
Yeah. But when I'm talking about like backups, I think there is like 2 kind of backups. The first backup is the one that professional get like a corporate job that you don't like, but you cannot relate to whatever you're passionate about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's a professional backup. Then the second backup is like journalism or like mass comm that can somehow help you with like digital nomad kind of flexibility and also like content creation.
Interesting.
Like journalism, digital ads, marketing. So that is sort of the backup that you need to learn. So not just being an influencer, I also need to learn how to do ads. So
you gotta market yourself.
Just maybe like do some side business. What if like,
You see, but not everyone thinks like you.
You're quite smart.
just
I mean,
wanna put it there.
not everyone is quite smart.
Everyone think
I'm
that-
quite dumb. So
Everyone think that fame lasts forever, you know.
mate,
You get what I mean?
mate. That's,
So-
Fate doesn't last forever.
I mean, but that's, isn't that the crazy part? I mean, just very realistically, if you, for some reason you're one of those who dreaming to be an influencer, right? What's the long term? Because unfortunately, if you put all your chips into becoming an influencer, with no proper like how to say skill set, there will always be a new influencer.
Yes.
There will always be someone new popping
And
up.
then you'll get older.
Yeah. And then yeah, no, it's true. No, Mingyu was like, just want to put it here. I mean, we not talked about it before. At probably the peak of YouTube, Mingyu was already like, yeah, this will go last forever. What's our shelf life? What's our next plan? Because I don't focus on like the hype of stuff. I just like to make new things. So a real conversation that Mingyu brought up was, what's the plan? Because everyone has a shelf life, right? And I do weigh on the side of caution that yes, there are some people that transition into legend status, which is like Michael Jackson or like
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Yeah. There are people who bridge that gap, but that's the cream of the crop. So even in celebrity or influencerdom, there is the high performers, right?
Yeah.
And I think people don't realize that at the top of the top, where we were pushing out the most viral videos, the biggest videos, the most consistent we were ever, the real talks behind was, what do we do after this?
yeah. What's next?
Like it's not, and just realistically, we cannot be doing that. The amount of work that we were doing to achieve that kind of virality or like
A lot of burnout.
yeah.
You see, like Michael Jackson also died, and then Justin Bieber's got syndrome. Like he's like his eyes twitching or something. So to get there, you need to sacrifice something.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I love it. Ryan is
I
just
really
like,
like you. You're my kind of person.
No, it's true.
You just like this is like
she know what can legally say.
Yeah.
She know
yeah.
Correct.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna
No, you're
talk to
right.
you,
No,
whatever.
but it's true. It's true. Like I think we were really like, if you don't do this, what's the backup?
Yeah.
What do we do? And at least at that time, we were very fortunately like we knew that one thing that we wanted to make all the time was to build a team, to build a studio, and this was, I guess, the fruit of it. So we just doubled down on that. And one thing that I have to really say to everyone about shelf life and fame, right, is that you should not treat that as the product. You treat your craft as a product. Like how good you are at making something, that is my long-term plan.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't let your goal be like, I want to be the best influencer. I want to be able to create something that creates influence. So that is what I believe our strat became lah. But hey, for everyone who doesn't want to do higher education, I think that's your journey to
I
understand.
think I definitely feel like what you both said has so much weight in terms of thinking about your own career. Because like if you're looking at being an influencer, right? Like I would say, like, what's the backup plan to that? Because there's only just one part of your life. You cannot be an influencer for the rest of your life. Right? Like how you are only someone's daughter for a while, then you will become a mother to somebody else. There are seasons and roles, right? So the thing that I think Ming-Han and Ivor was saying is that what's next for that career, right? Transition. So for example, like right now, you're in a stage now that you're doing videos, but then you're also, I'm sure you're thinking like, what am I going to do after this when I don't want to do videos?
Yeah.
Right? Do I teach somebody else to do it? Do I make a brand out of it?
Like
There's-
sell course or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
Have you thought about it?
No, I don't want.
No,
Have you
I'm
heard
not
of this?
about cost.
Have you
Like where you are right now.
Like, have you heard about insurance and Thermomix also? Like, I can sell those also if I wanted to, but
You're like, buy my course. I
Oh
don't
my.
want. Okay, what was the
What
question?
have you actually been thinking about stuff like that? Like what do you want to do next?
like, what's next for you?
I don't know, the retirement.
Okay.
I don't know. Because now that I hit my goal, I really don't know what to do. Because my goals were like quite short. Because before, I don't know, even after graduating high school, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to do a content creator. What if I got sponsored to travel? Oh, so nice. And now I got sponsored to travel, then what? I don't know what to do. My goals have been completed. I don't know what to do now.
We had this small chat on the way to buy coffee. And I'm like, I didn't get to say that, but aim higher a bit lah. She said she reached everything she want to reach already, right? So now it's like,
Damn, girl.
I'm a success in
No,
my own
very
eyes.
bare
you know?
minimum.
Ba-
It's not a bad thing also.
You're
It's
like,
not a
oh
bad
my
thing,
god,
yeah.
someone pay me to eat.
That's rough, bro. my parents also pay me to eat every time last time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they pay for me to eat. So I feel like maybe higher goals, you know? Like,
But if I do higher goals, then the higher risk, so I'm like, I'm good now. You know what I mean? So
Right. It's very interesting to hear this from you, honestly. It's so
comfort,
cool to hear this from you, honestly. Because like I guess maybe the persona that I get from you when I watch your stuff is like you plan stuff very well. You are so timely. You're very quick to respond to things.
Oh, really?
Like when
really?
something opens up, you're there. Like you know. So there is some sort of plan in mind, right? But it's also so interesting to hear, and this is not a bad thing. Like I feel like you're content. You're happy that I've done this. I don't need to be Kim Kardashian.
yeah.
Like the fact that I've traveled on an influencer job, I'm happy, right? But also looping back to these guys, y'all need to have a plan, you know? Like as much as she's come to a place now where Eva's like, you know what? Been there, done that. It doesn't mean you're not gonna actually retire, right? Just double
you're
check.
thinking
No,
ahead.
I'm just
Okay.
planning.
Yeah, okay. Planning
Yeah,
retirement.
because like if you want to plan, because I want to retire somewhere out of Malaysia, but
Okay.
the currency is bad now. You gotta work 3 times harder now. If I want to retire in Australia, it's like 3 times more.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's Bali.
Bali.
Too hot. I want to go somewhere cold. It's like the Nana Malaysia, but a lot more white people.
Oh,
Do you
Yeah, lah, Bali got a lot of white people like digital nomads. You know what I mean?
It's basically
my
Bangsa.
asthma pop up
Yeah,
this
but-
episode. Oh my
Basically
goodness.
Bangsa.
Paprika.
Right.
Oh
Do you
my
have
gosh.
any advice to your fans and friends listening to this who are maybe SPM graduates and they're like, I want to be like you.
I want to be Ibor.
I wanna try this so that other people don't have to.
You
Like,
cannot be me.
oh God.
Because everyone has a different personality, because you cannot be as awkward as me. Because I feel like, if you want to try to be someone else, stop, because that's not what you're supposed to do. Because I've been there. I want to be Emma Chamberlain, but I cannot because I'm not.
You want to be who?
Emma Chamberlain.
Of all people?
Yeah, because she's like very chill and anyways. Maybe she's just white lah. I don't know. Yeah, so just be yourself. Be yourself and then try different things before you settle down. Never settle for less. Okay.
Why?
But you're settling for less goals, or how?
Okay, now I have to like reevaluate
Yes.
I think so.
That's
my
the
life
process.
goals.
Yeah,
See,
that's
healing the
process.
inner child
Every
now.
season
Yeah.
you gotta reevaluate life.
Yeah,
man.
probably like retire in Japan.
Now you need to not just be paid to travel, you need to be paid to migrate.
Okay.
I don't know, just off the top of my
We'll
head.
find something out. I mean,
We'll find something.
but if all else fails, you can still do law. I know. It's a,
Hello,
yeah,
the face.
hey,
look
there
at
could
the
be
face.
something. You maybe gonna
Or-
have like a law, like a I don't know, like a
Use-
legal counseling channel.
Use your skills to help influencers.
Oh yeah, like reading like agreements.
Yeah. Contracts,
Yeah.
it
There
is.
you go.
Yeah.
Because a lot of influencers can't read, So it's like they need this help. For me, I struggle to write my own name. Yeah,
Huh?
Like Chinese name?
The English is why.
It's okay lah. Now we all type. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to hold pencil.
Yeah, I say same.
Hey,
same.
don't know. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I know how to hold pencil. Jeremy, do you have any questions for Ivor?
No, I think you covered this topic
Sure
really well.
not.
Wow. You got any more stories to tell or not?
I
Before
don't
we go?
know.
Is it? Can ask anything? Are you single? Where you stay?
But it's not okay.
No, you don't have to answer. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Will you
That's not the question.
So in the journey of, I guess, getting here today, do you feel like you're happy with your move coming out
Yeah.
of what you studied for?
Oh yes, definitely.
Do you feel it's rewarding?
Yeah, 10 times more rewarding in
Oh
terms
my
of monetary and
Oh my
also
God.
like my goals.
What do you think is, I think just for everyone, because we don't want to tell people that, hey, it's very easy to leave your job.
It's not easy, definitely not easy.
Yeah, or your, what you're studying.
But I feel like it's easier for me because I was not a very studious student.
Mm.
So I'm like in the middle class or somehow like last class or whatever in like high school. So it's easier for me because my grades were not that good. So it's easier for me to leave the corporate.
Let go.
To let go. So some of the A class students that I met, like they have like scholarships and they're like, oh my god, I got what 4.0 GPA, but
Oh my gosh.
I cannot leave the job because like it'd be such a waste if I want to leave the job, and then I do like content creating, but it's not the same thing because I can do it. I can let go like that. It's also because I've been through like different traumatizing law firms, so it just make my business easier. Yeah.
What would you say? Okay, sure. And COVID and all might be one factor, but for everyone else, what do you say is your key to making this work? Why do you think it worked for you?
Yeah.
I think because of consistency. Yeah, because if everyone tried doing content like in COVID, but how many people actually made it out of like for full time? Like I've been doing this for like 1 year and more than. I mean, I 1 year like daily posting lah. It's really hard. So
it's hard.
Yeah. Then I see like some other creators like they burn out easily until like they stop posting like half a year already. So yeah, it's very hard also because you need to balance up the TikTok with your algorithms. Stay relevant is very hard.
I think you
so get a job.
You make it sound very easy.
Oh yeah.
From what I'm hearing from you is consistency is your key, but also just knowledge about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you know the algorithms, you know what to do, you've understood the system.
And also passion, because if I'm not passionate about like content creating, I don't think I can do it more than 1 year without getting paid. So yeah, not everyone can just hold the camera and just like say random
I think
things.
that last point will be the best.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to do it for money. And fame.
Yeah. A lot of people say, because someone DM me is like, oh, you want to start YouTube, I want to start TikTok. Do you think how long does it take for me to get, what's that called? You need the 1,000.
Oh yeah, to get paid, right?
To be paid on YouTube. I'm like, if the sole question is this one, I don't know if you can last for like 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to figure out what is your goal lah, instead of just looking at the monetary side.
Yes.
Yeah,
because memang a lot of influencers, they don't know how much they charge, and somehow they just getting like exploited by brands.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that final note, because what happens when there's another influencer who is looks better, who is more popular, right?
Yeah.
And then you're under the current already, then like what? Then your career how, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you really all gotta be thinking about. At every point, at every stage of life, not even if like you're an SPM graduate, if you're a 35-year-old person, if you're a 50-year-old person running a business, there's always the question that needs to be answered: what's coming up next, right? But thank you so much for your time, Iva. I love the insight that we've got to you. I don't know if a lot of people know and have heard this part of your life.
Oh, no.
We need to get you back on. You are just so, I love it. Your examples are crack.
Oh, crap.
Full on crack.
Yeah.
If you guys want some more full on crack, check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're on as the Table Out Podcast. You can check us out also on YouTube, because then you can see the set, the changes to the set, and Iva's lovely face. Shout out to your fans and friends. You want to say hi to them?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Uncle. Uncle.
Okay.
Hi, Uncle.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, sorry, Hokkien Uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. This week's song recommendation comes from Iva herself. She's been listening to Harry Styles. This is Daylight, and she's been liking this one. You can check it out. There's no sound. Where's my sound at?
Because Billy is here.
Billy is here. Well, I don't know. Ryan's probably going to put that into the system. Check it out. Also, check Iva out on her socials. You can find her at... Where do people find you?
Oh, I thought you were going to type. No.
We also type.
At IVOR_XIANZ.
That's where she's doing stuff. And if you had to, Megan, if you had to describe her content, how would you describe it?
Straightforward.
Oh, really?
She
I
literally...
did this so you don't have to.
Yeah, it's literally she does things so you don't have to.
Absolutely.
And I love it. It's a guide to life.
I mean, sure.
I can decide if I want to do it or not because she's done it.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You know who else has done it? The community on discord.gg/takeaway-table. You know, you've been there. We get questions from you guys and we answer them. We'll do some more next week. But until then, stay safe. Keep those assholes clean, because you never know what's going to creep out your ass if you don't keep it clean.
I'm so sorry, Ryan got so much work to do this episode. Okay.
Thanks so much for your time, Iva. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.